upset. I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit upset. Yeah, I am. Because I know they're keeping the actual juice for next episode. But whatever, we're going to wait for a couple more people to come in before I get into it. Hey, Jasmine. What are your guys' thoughts so far before I get into mine while we wait for a couple more people? I'm upset. I get it. We do need two parts, but they're saving the juice, and I'm upset. This reunion was a mess. I enjoyed it though. Lord, Michaela and Zach. Hi, Zana, sorry. This was a mess. Ooh, child. We don't do watch parties for anything other than Ready to Love. What a night indeed. Whew. Hey, Fedora. Hey, everybody else. Okay. Hi, D. Cliffy, Alexis, Nicole. All right. Ooh. So let's start the video off properly. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Taste of Reality. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Married at First Sight, the reunion. I'm upset, but we're going to get into it. We're going to go in order, okay? I know everybody's going to be eager to talk about what they want to talk about, but we're going to go in order, all right? The first couple was Mirla. Who are these people? Jose and Rachel. I felt like we spent too much damn time on these two. Way too much time. But let's get into it. So, one, it has been 4 months since the filming of the show. So from the filming to the reunion, it has been 4 months. I don't know how long ago they filmed the reunion, but it has been 4 months. Jose says he probably blew the name thing out of proportion. Oh, and he finally admits that he did it intentionally. So what we already knew. We already knew that your ass had some kind of complex when it came to this marriage. And yes, I'm going to be giving all my energy today. All my energy today. There's no PG Ulane today. Okay? He has some kind of complex. I don't know if it's a masculinity complex. I don't know if it's I don't know. I don't know. But he did that intentionally. And we all know. From the beginning of the season to the end of the season, he was trying to prove his masculinity. And I don't know if that was him being masculine, locking a woman outside of the house when this man said he wanted to be a provider. Oh, yes, the energy's on today. This man said he wanted to be a provider, a protector, and then you put your woman in danger. And it takes up to the reunion for you to finally fess up that, yes, indeed, it was intentional. Disgusting. Disgusting. Not sure if I could take another season of this show. I don't even blame you. I do not even blame you. It was absolutely disgusting. She thought it was intentional the entire time. And how could it not be? How could it not be? If you had the inclination that somebody was not coming home, you check. I check on my parents right now, and they live in Zimbabwe. And I'd be like, Mom, where's your husband? Dad, where's your wife? And we're on separate continents. You're telling me you didn't want to check in with somebody who you love, my wife, all of this BS when she walked out the door and went down the hall to escort out a producer? Please. Please. Hi, Felonia. I'm in my feelings right now, so you're coming in at an awkward time, but I'm just, Jose is so immature, very immature. I'm so sorry. I don't care what Rachel says about he's the perfect man. He's not. Nobody is the perfect person. If he was the perfect person, you wouldn't have cried divorce. Okay? Please. Yeah, I tell my parents, where's your husband or where's your wife? I don't know. I just like it. He barely owned up to that. That's true. They had to force it out of him. Jose was Joseing. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. They had to coax it out of him as if it was some kind of like they were twisting his arm. And I'm like, can you just admit that you were in the wrong? Just admit that. So after the cameras left, apparently they broke up for a month. because their emotional connection wasn't quite there. Oh, you don't say. Now, here's the thing for me that kind of was murky. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. However, they did say they're working on their connection. To me, that doesn't necessarily say that they're moving forward as a married couple. They might still be married legally and they might still want to work on things. But I didn't get the idea that they're actually back together. She's like, we talk on the phone for hours every day. Oh, still not together. Still not together. I don't know. I'm not surprised they broke up, but surprised they're still trying. This couple is weird. I'm surprised they're still trying too, if I'm being completely honest. I've been with MAFS from day one, and this season finally said I give up. I don't even blame you. I've been here since day one too. And wow, this is wow. Okay, we're not talking about Johnny or Mirla yet, so we're gonna hold off on that comment. They need to just let it go. Jose had a better relationship with Johnny. Sure did. And we're going to get into that too. Jose says he is open to trips. He's always been open to trips. And apparently he's the big spender. Listen, we already know in the reunion, they try to like soften the blows for whoever was the person who seemed like more of the villain in the situation. So do I believe that? I'm not quite sure. But all this reunion did for me is just emphasize how uncomfortable Jose made me feel. From him constantly trying to prove his masculinity. And I'm going to keep saying it because I believe it. I said it throughout the season and I'm still sticking to it. He kept trying to prove his masculinity. I feel like there was some kind of complex there. I'm not his therapist, so I don't have, the certification to say that. But from my eyes, that's what I'm going with. So it just further confirmed that Jose's whack. I'm sorry. And sorry to Rachel for wanting to stick with it. I don't know why. Don't know why she's still involved with him, but whatever. Moving on to Brett. Brett and Ryan. So, Brett and Ryan, they show good faces when they're together. They smile, they laugh. Cool, right? Ryan was finally not dead in the face for once. But here we go. He says if he could do it all over again, he would just be more honest with Brett. But then later on in the conversation, he says it doesn't matter how long they would have stuck it out. He thinks that the result would have been the same. And I agree. I feel like he said, at the core, they are two very different people. For me, if I was an American and I was married to somebody whose political beliefs were opposite of mine, in 2021, that would be an issue for me. Just with the recent years, the events that have happened in 2021, if we are on opposite sides politically, I don't know if we should be together. So just from that, I would have said, yeah, call it a wrap. Not Napoleon complex. I'm Team Brett no matter what happened. She was lying though. She was lying. You hear me? Lying. Team Brett, Chow says, I'm with you. I'm Team Brett, even though she was fabricating some things, but I'm Team Brett. So Alexa, Ryan's sister, joins the crew. And Kevin asks if Brett is Ryan's type. And she says, Ryan could use a girl like Brett to put him in his place. So no. Why are we not answering the question? Is Brett the type now? No. She was never going to be his type. He was never going to try to make her his type. He was never going to look past whatever it is that his type is, because it just wasn't going to happen. Was not going to happen. You're in two lives. I'm dead. Brett was not telling the whole truth. But Ryan never wanted her. So yeah, this is true. This is very, very true. So then Alexa says she once had care for Brett until it came out that she was dating somebody during the show. And this is where the things kind of get messy, because Brett is saying, I wasn't dating anybody. We just met and exchanged numbers. But around that time, you were coming home late, if you even came home at all. You were corresponding with the person, claiming that it was a friendship, but you're still in a marriage. And I get it. The person had checked out. But if you're going to be mad about him being on a dating website, okay, maybe not mad, but she brought it up and she made it like a bigger problem. Like, wow, you couldn't even wait a week. Well, you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait a month. You couldn't wait till the process was over. You're doing the same thing, boo boo. The same thing. Brett and Ryan, like, come on. Ryan acting like he hurt. But they were over already, even before decision day, 1000%. Brett and Ryan were buddies. They were both dating outside the marriage, 1000%. And that's why for Brett, I was like, baby girl, you know you was checking for somebody else, okay? And she was like, we didn't initiate anything until the process was over. Oh, but there was something that you were going to entertain. So let's be real. Let's be real. Does the show come on earlier for some of you? It's still on for me. Oh, yeah. The show been done. Maybe she was upset and did it. Maybe she was upset and did it over, or did it when she found out about him. Maybe. That's true. Maybe. Brett is irritated. Ryan is too dumb not to get caught and embarrass her. I feel like that's what it was. It was like, damn it, man. We had a good thing going. You know, I was stepping out. You were stepping out. We're still getting paid to the end of the day. And then actually, now that's what I'm going to stick to. That's what I'm going to stick to. You hate Brett. Wow, that's a very strong sentiment. She said they only exchanged numbers. They kept in touch here and there, and that's it. Ryan said it was more than a friendship. Ryan's sister co-signed to it being more than a friendship. So yeah, we're not gonna know what's happening there. I know there were rumors going around that she's still dating the guy that she was dating during filming, but she denies it. So okay. We're gonna move on to Mirla and Gil. Look at Gil with his little red bottoms. Look at Gil with his red bottoms. Okay, and his full beard. Thank God. I'm so sorry. The razor bumps, they were too much. I get it. Sometimes it's natural, but like you didn't have like an aloe balm to put on the beard. I need you to keep it, sir. I need you to keep it. Most definitely. So 2 weeks after decision day, Mirla decided she wanted out of the marriage. So some of the reasons were her non-negotiables were still non-negotiable. And I get it. At this point, I don't know if y'all saw. Actually, there's no way you would have missed it. These two veins right here from Gil were pulsating. The man was like stressed. I felt so bad for him because he's out here still saying my wife in reference to Mirla, still saying he loves this woman. And she's out here basically like, yeah, my non-negotiables, they're still non-negotiable. Yeah, the breakup didn't really affect me. I'm good. And then you have Kevin Frazier talking about, Gil, I'm looking at this woman and she doesn't want you. Now, Kevin. Now, Kevin, why was that necessary? Oh, no. Sanjun, you're in Canada, so am I. And I already watched it. Maybe you're on the wrong channel, babe. How did Gil get me back on his side? Mirla should have been an actress. Yeah, I feel like I was back on Gil's side only because I just saw how emotional he was about the situation and how nonchalant Mirla was. So it made me think like, damn, what's the behind the scenes that we don't know? Gil is trying to heal. I do feel bad for him too. I definitely do feel bad for him. I don't blame Mirla for having her reasons. The way she went about it was terrible. If she felt that way from day one, then tell him. I completely agree. Another one of her reasons was also that the physical attraction wasn't there. And even though it did grow over time, it still wasn't enough for her to stay in the marriage. Again, that's a thing you could have shared. Especially after you consummated the marriage, girl. At that point, if you're a person who says, you know, I don't even want to kiss the person until I really have feelings for him, and then you have sex, if I was Gil, I'd be thinking, oh, I'm home free. We're together forever. And then she's going to turn around and talk about, I wasn't even physically attracted to him. Oh, my days. Gil was heartbroken, child. Mirla is scary cold. Although I agree with the breakup. I agree with the breakup, but her demeanor was, ooh, child. I never even watched the show. I just subscribed to you because of your Love Island reviews. Should I watch the show? I don't know if you should. I mean, the season's over anyway, so I don't know if you want to do that to yourself. It looks like someone color on on Gil's face with Sharpie. I'm not gonna lie. The beard did look a little manufactured. It did look a little bit of like a peel and stick, but it was still better than the mosquito bites. I'm so sorry. I would take the peel and stick over the whatever the heck them bumps were. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Those ingrown hairs, it was not working. It was not working. So I'll take the peel and stick beard. I'll take it. I don't care about the special. I'm so sorry. He said he sold all his belongings. Who did? Gil did? I thought he just picked up his stuff and left. Gil is fine. I still think about him on that poll. Child, you want to hit his DMs? Listen, Gil and his stick-on beard. Now that's going to be my thing. Gil and his stick-on beard is probably reveling in the fact that he's coming out looking like the good guy, even though he had his moments where he absolutely was not the good guy. But yeah, he's going to revel in this because at the end of the day, regardless of who treated who like what, the reunion and Mirla's disposition made him look 1,000 times better. Even if he was in the wrong for everything, it made him look 1,000 times better. Someone said it looks like Velcro. Sure did. And just whoosh. Sure did. Oh, hey, Lakeisha. No, it wasn't a live viewing, Vanessa. Oh, he sold his stuff to move in with her. Ooh, child. What is up with the guys who have the painted on facial hair and lacquered fade? I have no idea. It's a new thing. It really is a new thing. If you see the guys get a lineup now, like it'll be pitch black here at the front. And I'm like, listen, I get it. You want to look fresh and so clean. But I don't know, baby. I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of y'all in here. I know some of y'all like me. Some of y'all come frequently so you can like this video, support your girl. Let YouTube know you rock with me. Gil is about to be running these streets if he isn't already taken. And I hope he does. I hope he does because he deserves it. He deserves it. Mirla is cold-hearted. Mirla is a cold-hearted bee and is with Johnny disgusting. They are made for each other. What is the deal with those two? Are they together? Are they not together? Are they're besties? And in the preview for the next episode, the question that Kevin asked, Gil didn't like the response because basically the response was that they're besties, Mirla and Johnny, and Gil was not having it. It's the way Mirla wasn't here for Gil saying he'd ask for a divorce if she didn't kiss him. In that episode, she made it seem like she was all in and that kiss wouldn't stop them from being together 1,000%. Now all of a sudden it's, well, I was never attracted to him. What? What? Okay, sure. Now it was, I was never attracted to him, blah, 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 literally. She should have been honest from the jump, 1,000%. She made it seem like she was all in the whole time. We didn't get a hey, Jason. LOL. Let a little bit of the rain come on and they will be leaking black ink down their face. Ciao. We gonna leave a deal. That peel and stick had a little bit of an enhancement. I'm just glad I never liked Mirla, even when I wasn't a Gil fan. Yeah, some people never got onto the boat. So you manage your expectations. Good on you. Good on you. The rest of us were a little bit bamboozled. Was I bamboozled? I don't think so. I feel like her cold nature was consistent throughout the season. I just liked the fact that she stayed true to that. You know, if there was one person who was themselves through and through, it was Mirla. She's like, listen, I'm not putting enough for production. I don't like it here. I don't like this. This is ugly. This is ugly. You're ugly. Well, she didn't tell him, but she thought it. You're ugly. This is all ugly. I don't like it. So, hey, you might not like her, but at least she was honest. Maybe she waited to see if things would be different after filming. But then why consummate the marriage? That's the part, like maybe it was a night where, they got lit, the libations were flowing, and, you get hot and heavy, you get a little horny, you just do what you got to do to keep it going. Maybe. But don't be out here, don't be pulling a Chris. Don't be pulling a Chris talking about, let me have sex with you. Let me show you a good time. Let me take you around the block. Let me take you for a ride. And then talk about, well, you're ugly anyways. I mean, she didn't say ugly, but just go with it. That is so vile. That is so vile. I'm sorry. I don't respect that. I really don't. I really do not respect that. Faith City is Team Gil. I feel hoodwinked, to be honest. I don't blame you. Mirla wanted the MAFS check. 1,000%. They all did. They all did. She then goes to say she never loved him. So on top of never being attracted to him, she never loved him, you guys. Whew, mercy. So what was the whole thing of her saying, I'm choosing to love you? She said that during taping. She said that at decision day. What was that, Mirla? What was he? Maybe Gil was bad in bed. You think his dick game weak? That'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. Let me tell you. It's not funny, but she did say she was money driven. Shake my head. I blame Married at First Sight and the experts. This whole season was a mess. I mean, and she did say, listen, y'all fumbled the bag with this one. She said it to the expert's face in front of Gil. And the man is still going to profess his love for this woman. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh, my days. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. You always come through with the compliments. Chris was ratchet and straight trash. I even knew that much. So this chick def gave Chris vibes. Mirla was itching. It happened. Maybe the deep was trash. Yeah. I have a feeling it was a lit night. Maybe they had a cocktail or two. You know those toonie cocktails that she had when she went to see Dr. Pepper? She had a few of those that same night. And that's what made them get jiggy with it. And then she was like, ooh, damn, I am sober now. And then was like, I'm out. I check out. Dick game ain't as strong as I thought it would be. The stereotype is not always correct. Anyways, that's what happened to me in the 80s. Oh, that's what happened to the 80s guy last season. He was bad in bed. Y'all are sticking with this. Actually, no, I think she did say that. Did she? She admitted it, right? Haley? I don't know. I don't remember. Mirla was just wicked and vile. Now Gil is damaged for a beautiful, genuine woman. Yeah. That's the greatest casualty of this whole season. The fact that somebody who came in genuinely wanting marriage, actually being patient, though he had his pitfalls, he did try his best. He did stick it out. He's now going to leave jaded. And he even said, I'm now walking with an insecurity of not being good enough for my next partner. And that's trash. No matter who you are, to feel like now you're never going to be good enough because you're so traumatized from this last situation, that sucks. Feel how you want to feel about Gil, but that sucks. That really does suck. She did say it, huh? Yeah, she said the sex is bad. Sheesh. My mom thinks Gil deserves what he gets, thirsting after an average-looking Mexican. My mom is Mexican, by the way. Oh! Your mama a savage. Does she want to come on the show? Your mama is a savage. I need your mom to do a review with me because what? She can say all the things that I try not to say on camera because, listen, y'all think you know me. But the stuff I say will definitely get me canceled. Absolutely. My subscribers will go back to 0. I can promise you that. Yeah, y'all better like this video. Please support your girl. He was vulnerable too. That is really sad. I do feel bad for him at the end of the day. So yeah, at the end of it, Kevin asks, how are you guys dealing with the breakup? He's like, oh, it's so hard for me. It's going to take me some time. I don't know what I'm going to do. Mirla's like, I'm doing great. I'm fantastic. I don't miss him at all. Cold bed, love it. Lonely, I'll take it. As far away from Gil as possible, sign me up. She was not. She was not with it at all. And then Kevin asks, if she was to say yes, because clearly you are still in love with her. If she was to say yes, let's get back together, what do you say? And he's like, my heart says yes, but my head also says yes. Even if that's how you feel, Gil, this woman has already embarrassed you 11 times in this 15-minute slot. What you need to say is no, okay? What you need to say is absolutely the fuck not. I would never get back with her. She was evil. Even if you still love her, who cares? You lie. You lie. Your mom is very savage, yes. I know I need my unfiltered man because I try to be nice. I try to be nice on camera because, good Christian clean woman over here. But sometimes I just want to release, get stuff off my chest, Y'all are my people, so we could talk. Doesn't he have a girlfriend? I thought I heard that. Maybe he does now because, again, the reunion is not filmed like yesterday. It's filmed over some time, so it's possible. I don't know. Mirla's a straight up savage. I knew she would have dropped his behind. Child. Like, she's disrespectful. Even if she doesn't like him, she can be more respectful about it. 100%. She could have had a little bit more finesse. She didn't have to do all that. He'd get back with her. LOL. This is dramatic. LOL. I can't believe any of this. He said it. He said if she said, let's get back together, I would get back with her. All that sadness will reap in women throwing themselves at him. One can only hope. For him, one can only hope. So on to the men. Oh, I also wanted to touch. Y'all see him in his Lubos. You see that red. You see that red bottom. Okay. Anyways, so with the men, we had to rewatch all the times that Johnny and Zach cried. And I'm so listen, I am a proponent for emotionally aware men. Don't get it twisted when I say this. I don't think it's a diss to men when they are more emotional. However, the emphasis is that I'm a proponent for emotionally aware men. And I feel like Johnny and Zach were very emotionally unaware, and that is why they were knocked upside the head by all their damn emotions. And I feel like they knew, this might be a reach, but go with me. They knew what they were doing with all these tears. They did. This is my conspiracy, and I'm sticking to it. Because you cannot tell me you're going to act like a right asshole the entire time and then victimize yourself by crying. Because a man crying, you know what that does to people. You know you feel a little bit more sympathy when a man cries because it's foreign. It's not as common. When women cry, it's like, let her get her emotions out, guys. It's what we do. It's part of the process. When a man cries, you really think to yourself, oh, damn, what's wrong? To me, it was a tactic. I'm sorry. It was a tactic for me. They recount the times that Gil had to be patient with Mirla. And here Zach and Johnny go again, talking about, oh, I would have taken this over any of the issues that I went through in my marriage. You would have had to be a completely different human being because you were the issue. You were the issue. Especially if we're talking about Johnny and Bao, you were the issue. Let's get that straight. Now with Zach, he kind of gets a pass because his situation was just, whew. But Johnny, don't even start. You're the issue, babes. You are the issue. The guys, the guys were basically saying that they were surprised that Rachel and Jose are still together. Everybody besides Johnny. And Johnny even credits himself for being part of the reason why they're back together because, you know, he knows Jose so well. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. He knows Jose so well. And he was able to remind Rachel of all the reasons why they should be together. Man, what? What? Zach and Johnny are delusional. I completely agree. I'm like, oh, so you're able to bring people together, but you can't even make your own marriage work. Please stay away from me. Stay away from me. You never want to be associated with people who talk all this smack about how oh, I'm such a good matchmaker. I did it when your marriage is in the pits. Don't come give me advice. I don't want what you have. I don't want that. No, thank you. Pass. Thank you, next. I don't want that. I don't want that. Maybe Gil had sponsors. I don't know. Maybe he did. Johnny is a mess. LOL. Johnny wants Jose. That's why he knows him. Listen, when they showed that bromance montage and all of the sus things, and I want to preface what I'm about to say. There's nothing wrong with homosexuality. I am not shaming people who are homosexual. Okay? That is solidified. Every time Johnny said, if I was a girl, I would be with Gil. Gil's Mr. Romance. I want to be like him. Maybe when this is over, we can grab a beer together. I'm sure you want to. Sure you do. If it's a closet you must come out of, baby, it's okay. He was yelling at that balcony. Maybe he was trying to get out his frustrations that he can't really say with his mouth. And it wasn't, I don't want to be with Bao. It's, I don't want to be with. But again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with homosexuality, okay? Because I know somebody out there is going to find a way to spin it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it was funny how a lot of his responses were just a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. The J&J bromance. And then again, they showed how close Johnny and Jose were, that it just further solidifies how insane Jose's reaction was to the fact that he got called Johnny. Y'all are the same height, same size. You're always with each other. It's a simple mistake. She's known the both of you guys the same duration of time. Whew. And the cry on his shoulder, child. It's the arm pull for me. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. On to the main event, child. On to the main event. I know you guys have your thoughts, comments, and concerns, so let's get into it. Zach and Michaela. I'm just going to take a deep breath before I get into this because it's about to be a hot mess, okay? Okay. Kevin interviews Zach and Michaela separately upon Michaela's request because she says, I do not want him around me. I'm trying to protect my sanity. And you know what? For production, I'm sure they would agree. They cannot take any casualties right now, okay? The ink is not dry yet on your contracts. They're still liable for stuff. They need to reuse the set for next year. So any damages, the damage deposit, they don't want to pay it. They don't want to pay it. So yes, everybody agrees to the separate interviews. 1,000%. 1,000%. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like she was putting on a voice. If anybody else felt that, let me know. But I felt like she was softening her tone a little bit. And it wasn't just because she was talking to Kevin. I felt like she was trying to make it seem like, me? How can I be the victim? Like, imagine I come to you guys after doing something. I'm like, hi, guys. So I just wanted to say that everything that happened, like, it was totally blown out of proportion. I don't even know what was going on. Like, I have no idea what was going on. Of course, it sounds like I'm innocent. The soft voice, the tender, girl, you're putting it on. We don't believe you. You thought she was putting it on too. Thank you. A representative. She was pulling up as a representatives. Not plural. Well, maybe plural. Maybe she got multiple personalities in their child. Who knows? Job interview voice, 1000%. I'm like, what is this persona that she's putting on right now? What is happening? What is going on? This is not the Michaela we know. And it's not that I expected her to be the irate Michaela who was throwing and breaking stuff, but I was like, she's putting it on. She's putting it on, trying to come off innocent, 100%. Okay, Felonia. All right. So Michaela felt like she was stressed because Zach wouldn't forgive her for her behavior. And how could you be in a relationship when someone is just expecting you to have those outbursts again? But you did. But you did have an outburst again. Matter of fact, you had multiple. So was he wrong? Granted, it's unfortunate if your partner always expects the other shoe to drop. That just sucks. But was he wrong? Because you were a repeat offender, ma'am. How can I forgive you if you're a repeat offender? It doesn't work like that. If I say I forgive you, we're moving forward, you're not going to do that again, you're not supposed to do that again. And you proceeded to do that again. Listen, if there's one person on this season who really pisses me off, it's Michaela, because I'm on the fence between I really feel like she needs medical help, and then I just think she's just insane. And not insane in a medical way, just insane. And I don't know which side of the line to stand on, because both sides are 1000% plausible. So I'm very frustrated. I'm like, if this is a mental health thing, I hope you find help. I hope you find God, and I hope you're delivered. But if it's she's just like this, then girl, get it together. Because even though Zach he had his own demons, she was in a wrong a lot of the time. A lot of the time. And all of a sudden her failure to recall her behavior, that's convenient. Please, man. Please. You believe Michaela about Zach? Yeah, we're going to get into that. Some of her allegations, child. So she said she got played by Zach. She got played. One of the examples being that at their 1 month anniversary, they actually got intimate with each other. And he asked her not to tell anybody. And if she did, he would deny it. Let's just cut to when he was talking to Kevin Frazier. And sure enough, he denied it. We all was watching that 1 month anniversary. They were talking about the pool and whatnot. They were at the hotel. They had the rose petals and everything. You telling me y'all didn't get intimate that night? You might not have gone the complete home run. Y'all might have not had sex. Or if you did have sex, you might have not climaxed. But I'm sure they were intimate. 1000% I'm sure they were intimate. You cannot convince me otherwise. Cannot convince me otherwise. Both of them need help? Absolutely. Michaela is lying. She put the same performance and wig that she had with Dr. Pepper. That wig. We gotta let it go. We gotta let it go. Like it. Again, I know sometimes it's tough, so I'm not even shaming her about it. Girl, your natural hair is beautiful. Beautiful. And I want to talk because when people come for my lashes, I'd be upset. But this is not about me right now. It's about her. The wig gotta go. Rock your natural hair, babe. So then she goes and tells us that after decision day, after this man looked her in the eye and told her he wants a divorce, she was at his house for 7 to 8 days, cooking, cleaning, and serving coochie on the daily. Oh, man. This man told you he does not want to be with you. I don't want you. I want a divorce, not only from you, but from this whole experience that we had these last 8 weeks. And they're going to spend the next 8 days getting digged down by him. Cha. Mm-mm. Oh, not that's Paige's wig. I'm going to argue that Paige's wig was slightly better. I'm going to make that argument. I will. They had the sex and went out for Haitian food after. They sure did. Listen, she was serving the coochie. She was serving it up. She was cleaning, cooking, serve. Cleaning, cooking, serve. That's what she did. Or at least that's what she claimed she did. Because in the green room, you have Zach being, can I go out there? She's lying. Now I see why she wanted to do it separately. Because she's lying. She wants to lie in my name. I get it. Zach. I 1000% believe Michaela. I do. Because there's no way you can be this wishy-washy, I love you one day, I hate you the next day, if sex was not involved. Sex was 1000% involved. It might not have been every single day. He might try to catch her out on semantics. Like, really? All the 8 days? That's not true. It was 5. Y'all were still having sex. Please. Miss me with the BS. Please. Zach stayed in their relationship. You guys are killing me. Zach stayed in the relationship giving mixed signals for sex. In my opinion, Michaela stayed around because she was delusional. Gil had bad D and Mirla, and Zach had good D. That seems to be, listen, so the stereotype was half true. It was half true. So the half on Gil's side, cause he Afro-Latino, and then Gil. So it's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Watch somebody get offended. I'm sorry. That's what made her crazy. It definitely wasn't his personality. Absolutely not. Good D makes us cray cray. Well, I'm not on the D train, but I hear you, child. Sure do. So yeah, Zach comes out. I'm not gonna lie, I completely checked out. So y'all gonna have to tell me the things that he was saying. But basically, he was denying every single claim Michaela said. He's like, nope, not true. Didn't happen. She even claimed he said she was mooching off of him, and that's why she left after the 8 days. And he's like, no, not true. She's lying. And then Kevin is like, well, at this point, we're going to have to bring out Michaela because you're making it seem like she's a pathological liar. And he's like, yeah, she is. And then she's like, well, I'm going out there. And he's like, no, I'm not doing this. But you know what? I do agree with him, because if she had her whole segment alone and then they had her sister Sharifa come out, he deserves to have his whole segment too. Don't be now trying to infiltrate when he didn't do that for you. So listen, Zach was mad because Michaela said no more. Maybe. Kevin went in on him. He sure did. Kevin was like, there's no way she's lying about everything. You're going to say she's lying about everything. You were the one gaslighting her. One day it was full affection. The next day it was, I can't stand you. Something is not right with you. And this is where I was like, okay, Kevin, you might have redeemed yourself from last season, because last season he definitely was doing some whatever. He was definitely siding with the enemy last season. But this season, he came correct. And he was asking the questions and really grilling the person the right way. Try to jump on the seat and run, child. Zach was speaking in tongues. I couldn't understand him. That was true. She didn't have to run out like that. But if I felt like you were lying on my name on tape and I have the ability to exonerate myself, I'm going to come out. But again, she should owe him the courtesy to stay in the back as he did for her. So that wasn't fair. He's so contradicting 1,000%. 1,000%. So yeah, next episode, it seems like Gil is going to cry about something. I wonder what it is. The experts are gonna come out. They gonna talk to these couples. One last therapy session. Don't know for what purpose. It's a waste of time, but okay, we're here now. What else is gonna happen? Oh, Johnny and Bao. Ooh, they better bring out Sarah, child. They better bring out Sarah. I'm gonna be here for 10 more minutes because I don't want to be here for like a full hour. I feel like more than an hour. I feel like that's excessive. But what are your last thoughts, comments, concerns? He didn't make sense on decision day, and he didn't make sense today, child. As soon as you pull out a letter talking about I love you, you're the best human being next to my mother, you're the one I respect the most, blah 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 blah, I'm gonna divorce you. I know that's it. There is nothing that can redeem you at this point. That is it. We're done. We're done. Because you're not gonna make me look like boo boo the damn fool out here. It's not gonna happen. Zach is this year's Chris, only bipolar. Yeah, and you know what? Again, I don't like diagnosing people, especially having a psych background. I know how dangerous that is, but something in me is saying he might go into like manic episodes, because his feelings were so hot and cold so often that something wasn't all the way right. Something was just not all the way right. Zach has problems, but let's not act like Michaela isn't a liar. Plus, this man said yes to divorce. Why are you still sleeping with him? We never said Michaela was correct. Not me not finding my words. Yeah, I agree. They both definitely have their issues. I do think she's a liar. She has lied before, but I don't think she's lying about the intimacy between her and Zach. The way that things were so ping pong back and forth, I do believe sex was involved. 1000% I believe sex was involved. This season was so disappointing. I'm convinced no one really wants to get married. 1000%. And that's why I'm still contemplating on whether or not I want to do the next season. It comes in January, doesn't it? I just want to get back to like the wholesomeness of the show. You know, the last few seasons, like, isn't there only one couple that's made it to couples cam? There's barely any quality at this point. So what's the point? Why are we watching? They just want the 15 minutes, 1000%. They want that 15 minutes of fame. He was pulling at the coochie hairs with that letter. Oh, he sure was. He was stroking that cat, baby. It had nothing to do with the sentiment and whatever. He was trying to secure the cat when they say cut. That's what he was trying to do. Talking about, oh, next to my mother, you're right under her. What about your daddy? And you got brothers. Oh, well, he said woman. He said, like, you're the next woman that I love. So fine. Zach and Michaela equals 4 people. Sure enough. Mirla didn't have chemistry with Gil, and on top of that, the financial situation and him trying to make her feel bad about her financial success that she earned. Yeah, it was never gonna work. If she wanted somebody established in the career, regardless of how much he made, it was never going to be him. It had only been a year, if even that long at that point. And I know some people were speculating too, if he has the beard, is he still a firefighter? Because apparently, because of the mask thing that they put on, to get a tight seal, you need to not have a beard. I don't know. That is a theory, not a fact. So I don't know. Zach got that eggplant. She was hooked on, child. Sure enough. Yeah, it's very disappointing in the beginning. Married at First Sight seemed to be genuine, but not anymore. 1000%. Scandalous season for sure. When the producers saw Michaela and Zach, they were like, yeah, we got one. Yeah. I think like where they might have actually went wrong was sex on the first night. Because that heightened attraction, that euphoric feeling for that person was going to be quick to diminish. It just was going to be. Unless I don't have an unless. I feel like it was bound to be fleeting. And then he got coronavirus. They were separated for 2 weeks. It was destined for failure. Destined for failure. Michaela is a grown woman. If she was out there cooking and sexting after being embarrassed on D-Day, that's on her. She can't be mad at him at this point. He showed his cards 1000%. I believe in manifestation, and Zach manifested the ending of his marriage. If you believe you're going to argue with your partner, you will argue. If you believe it won't work, then it won't work. And he kept saying time and time again, if you ask me today if we're going to stay together, we're not. Well, why then are you confused at the end of the day when I don't want to be involved with you? You know? Even on decision day, you're talking about, I want a divorce, but let's stay together. And then when he's talking to Kevin Frazier, and Kevin is like, well, you wanted to have a relationship with her even after you said divorce. And here goes Zach talking about, I have a relationship with everyone in this room. I have a relationship with casting. I have a relationship with the producers, the camera people. We all have a relationship. Now, you know damn well that is not what he meant, and that is not what you meant. You know damn well. Yo, man, Zach, you know what really pisses me off about Zach? It's the fact that all of these antics are the things that I have to deal with in dating, because he's in my pool. He is in my pool. The pool that has piss in it, he's in it. Yeah, he might be the one peeing. These are the men that people in my age group have to pick from. The Zachs. Lord have mercy. Yo, you know how depressing that is, you guys? If you are single and in your mid-20s, that is very depressing. To see Zach and be like, yeah, this is the market. This is the market. Expect this. Talking about, oh, I've been ready for marriage since I was 17. No. Please. He said it doesn't mean I want to marry them. Just BS all around. Just BS. BS all around. In my opinion, New Orleans was the best season because of COVID. Producers shouldn't interfere that much. Producers couldn't interfere that much. New Orleans had... Okay, I could agree with you. It's only 2 couples that are still together though from New Orleans. Because the quirky couple, their names are escaping me, but they ended up divorcing. It's sad, Sophia. Very sad. The pickings are slim. The pickings are slim. All right, y'all, we've been here for almost an hour. Last thoughts, comments, and concerns. It's unfortunate, but there's hope and good ones out there. I mean, I'm sure there are. The volume is low. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. Terrible market to choose from. Elise, listen. We have Zach to look forward to. And you know what's even worse? It doesn't get better. Because everybody else was in their mid-30s. It doesn't get better. Yeah. This is our reality. Jesus be offense. 2 out of 5 is a pretty good track record for them. This is true, actually. Yeah, this is very true. I feel like they used to have 2 out of 4 back when they used to do 4. And I feel like those were better odds. Now you guys have more couples and less success. Like, something in the milk ain't clean. Something in the milk ain't clean. Y'all doing something wrong. Trying to do this mix and match, opposites attract. Opposites only attract if I am searching for the opposite. If I want somebody who has the opposite to counterbalance me. Mirla even said it. Dr. Viviana's like, did we make a mistake? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Like, oh, thank you, Latasha. Thank you, Latasha. It gets better just a long way up. I don't even necessarily think it gets better. I think you just become more discerning. Because all the pools got piss in it, child. All the pools got piss in it. They all do. They all do. Whew. It is 11 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. It has been a pleasure. This is only part 1, so we're going to be back next week to talk about, what do you mean, what about Mirla and Gil? What about them? We're going to be back next week to talk about part 2. And y'all let me know if you want me to be back. I'm mentally exhausted. But if you guys are really like, no, let's just do it for the sake of doing it, then I'll do it. I will. I probably won't be as nice in my reviews though. Ooh, Diana. You can't have me here talking about how there's piss in the pool and then ask me how I met my boo. That's not how it works. Let me keep my persona. Let me keep up my gig here. What are you doing? You're drawing me out right now. You're calling me out right now. I missed the episode, but this gave me everything. I'm glad. Honestly, you didn't miss too much anyways, but yeah, the many faces of Michaela. You ain't never lied, Amy. The many faces of Michaela could be its own season. It would be a season of 8 different characters. 8 completely different human beings in one body. Absolutely. I'm still wondering, Brenda, what was your question about? What about Mirla and Gil? What about them? Like, are they still together? They're not together. No, Dan, I was joking. Don't worry. I met him online. I don't have a oh, see, look what we're doing. Nope. On that note, I feel like if I talk about him, and plus this is not the platform to talk about him, but if I talk about him, he's going to embarrass me, because that's what men do. Once you let your guard down, they embarrass you. So I'm not going to talk about him. I'm not going to give him that. See you next week. Just finish it, and then we will all go to therapy. Yes. We need to do group therapy together. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's what I should do for my memberships. Oh, you just gave me a great idea. Thank you so much. I will credit you, Chindi. Wow. That was great. It's not girl talk. This is not the thing for it. This was Married at First Sight review. We'll have group therapy next week or something when I come back. All right, y'all. Be blessed. Have a great weekend. Your girl will be MIA from the channel for the next 5 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days. So enjoy. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. On your way out, like this video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Tell your friends about your girl. And let's keep this party going.